What's good, YouTube? It's Josh Talk back for another video. You already know. In today's video, we have TikTok vents, like TikTok people complaining about how food is keeping us broke and people financing food. I never knew that was a thing. But let's see what they got to say, honestly.
What's up, guys? So, wanted to make this video. I just found out that we're financing food. This is a real thing. Look at this.
Let me see.
What is going on? This is getting so bad. I thought that if, I just, finance, like, not even finance, what am I saying? Like, I'm, like, so confused right now. I'm like, I can't believe this is a real thing. That's why I'm, like, so dumbfounded right now. But if we're gonna start treating food like a luxury, we're really deep in this shit right now. Hope y'all know that.
Of course.
Before I say like, oh, eating out is a luxury, and I'm gonna be like, no, that's the problem. This country is founded on eating out. I'm sorry. That's why McDonald's succeeded. That's why fast food has flourished in this country, and that's why I got this news. Right? I close at my job. I leave my job at midnight on the dot. Okay? Nothing's open, okay? I'm not gonna get a home-cooked meal when I come home. And now it looks like I'm gonna have to start financing my meals after work. Right? It's just... I don't know, bro. I don't know if any of this is ever gonna get fixed. I don't know if there's gonna be a light at the end of this tunnel. At this point, I don't mind if we start a revolution. Because this should be, like, the biggest red flag, bro. Financing a hamburger, that is not, I don't care what you want to argue, this is not okay. And it's sad because we've convinced ourselves that the only way out of this mess is to keep working hard, to keep pushing. Pushing against what? A wall? Have you ever pushed a wall? No, it doesn't do anything, right? And look, all that hard work got us to financing hamburgers. I mean, I just can't. I don't know. I'm really just... I'm dumbfounded. I really can't. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's my opinion on this, because I know y'all wanted my opinion on this. I don't know what to say. If you guys want to know something, I was literally at my bodega. You know how much they wanted to charge me for a fucking bowl of instant noodles now? $3. This isn't right. I don't know. It doesn't even matter if I get a better job, better income. This is not. I think we're too late. We've fallen off the deep end for sure. And I want to stay positive, but don't worry. I'm gonna keep making positive content. I think this is the last straw. I'm gonna avoid touching this stuff for a bit because this is bad. Good luck, guys.
I can't lie. Sorry for pausing. That guy said a whole lot of nothing. Like, dog, if you're gonna say something, make sure it has some type of value in it. Nothing was valuable. But I think financing food these days, I think it's just an option. And I don't think it's like forced upon. It's an option. But let's see what she has to say.
What if that $8 drink a day is what's keeping you broke? $30 every day for 30 days is $900. Imagine if you was doing that for a couple months. You have so much money saved, but it's getting spent on food. Y'all, after I figure this out, I'm not buying no food from nowhere. I was like, dang, because I just want to see, like, how much have I been spending on food? My meal normally costs $30. I've been buying it every single day. So I'm like, let me just see. $900. I had to make sure that was correct. $900. If you save $30 a day, you could have $900 saved that month. I don't know, y'all. That food, that meal, that drink, it might just be what's keeping us broke. That meal, that drink, it might just be what's keeping us broke.
Probably.
Eating out every day at work. I was just going through my bank statement the other day and I kept seeing 12.88, 12.88, 12.88 Chipotle. And we look at it like it's only $13. But bro, I just was spending it on lunch. Think about the people that buy breakfast on their way to work, dropping their kids off. Think about the people that buy food on their lunch break at work, get off of work, then go spend food. So let's say you spend $10 on breakfast, $13 on lunch, another $13 when you get off of work. That's $26. That's $36 a day times 5 days a week times 4 weeks in a month.
Dang.
You do the math on that. And that's not even including Saturday when you really gonna spend money. That's not including Sunday after church when you gonna go out to eat. And that's not including payday when you really gonna go ball out on some food. Think about that.
Let me think about that. Man, that means you might as well not even go grocery shopping, honestly. If you're just gonna do that. That's the conclusion about, like, towards what he's saying. Like, you might as well just not go grocery shopping. Yeah, that's crazy. And if you still do, that's crazier.
This meme has now officially become reality. People now have to finance a pizza, and this is like a multi-billion-dollar industry. That's right, DoorDash is partnering with Klarna to offer US customers even more convenience with flexible payments. And investors are apparently very jazzed about this whole thing. Says Klarna, the buy now, pay later lending app that's headed for an initial public offering, said on Thursday that it signed on with DoorDash as a partner, another sign of momentum for public market investors. Oh, is it now? Klarna is valued at $15 billion, and their whole shtick is not being a credit card. It's being better than a credit card because they don't want to charge you interest. Except that they do, and sometimes their interest rates are even higher than credit cards. Data indicates that, quote, 4 out of 5 BNPL customers, buy now, pay later customers, said that they use the service to avoid getting credit card debt. And now nearly a third of them can't afford the BNPL debt. One behind on our payments Klarna customer told BBC, I wasn't too worried because my credit score was quite good. Then the next time I checked, it had nearly halved. Consumer debt is literally at an all-time high right now, over $18 billion, which is, I mean, to me, it doesn't look ideal. But to these companies, like Klarna, debt is actually a great thing because then they can repackage all of this debt and sell it to other banks. In this case, they sold a bunch of debt to a hedge fund called Elliott. Elliott, by the way, is the same hedge fund that bought Southwest. This is like 2008 all over again. Have consumers take out a bunch of debt that they can't repay, except this time it's way more dystopian because it's for food and other essential goods. And banks will do whatever it is that they do to make money off of this debt, repackage it, sell it, make cool products out of it, until the whole thing crumbles to the ground. But yeah, let's go to Mars.
Good joke.
I ain't gonna lie. I know why y'all still broke. I know why you're still broke. Let me tell you why. You knew I was clocking the tea before I even had the tea, but let me tell you why you broke.
Tell us.
You broke because you want to keep being a big back, okay?
All right.
You want to be a big back, oompa loompa looking asshole. That's why. You want to go to Chipotle. Then you want to go to Wingstop. Then you want to go to Wendy's. Then you want to go to Chick-fil-A. Then you want to go get a chopped cheese. Then you, like, shorty, save your breads. And then you're talking about you don't even want to go. You want to DoorDash? DoorDash? Hello? Like, damn. That's why I know. That's how I know that you're broke. That's how you're still broke. Because, shit, I just checked my bank account and it's on 0. But it's because I be eating, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but, like, I'm talking about you, though. Not
That's
me.
what I'm saying. Like,
come
are
on.
you talking about?
No. You need, summer's coming up. You need to get that back unbaked, okay? That back needs to get unbaked, okay? Thank you. Stop spending your money on DoorDash and stop spending your money on Chipotle. I know you're the one who keeps buying up the Chipotle. Stop.
Message of the day for everybody who got paid today. This is the message of the day. Stop eating out. Like, I get we want to, like, you know, every time we get paid, we feel like we got a couple dollars when we had no dollars all week. Stop eating out. Every time you get paid, you ain't got to eat out. Like, it's just pointless because we sit here, we eat, we complain about not having no money, and then as soon as we get the money, we eat out.
That's what you're doing right now, bro.
Stop eating out, man. You get paid, save your money. Stay young. And you're gonna be alright. Alright? You gonna be alright. I'm trying to make it the next week. Just chill out. But we waste money on bullshit. You know, that's why I try to eat at home a lot. You know what I mean?
I don't know who needs to hear this, but
I have to pause. So the last two videos, at first I didn't even know what what the girl was talking, who the girl was talking to, but she ended up talking to whoever's watching this and herself. Now the guy, of course, he's being sarcastic, eating fast food, basically eating out, and then he's telling us stop eating out. Now I understand, like, you know, buying something quick, fast food wise, on your break, because it's a break and you want to make sure you get it quick and you eat it quick, whatever, and stuff like that. But you're not the only person that may be on break, depending on where you live. And let's say that one Chipotle has like a long line, and like it takes like what, 5 to 10 minutes just to get your stuff. Half of you, like, depending on how long your break is like slowly decreasing. Your break time is slowly decreasing. So I understand eating at home as far as like dinner. I understand, like, maybe pack a pre-breakfast, whatever. But I would say maybe the exception for lunch, especially for adults, depending on how long your break is and where you're located, as far as like your surroundings with like fast food restaurants, then I'll say eating fast food, eating out makes sense. If you are the type of person to like pack a pre-lunch, whatever, go ahead. It all depends on the person. Let's continue.
you do not need anything from DoorDash today. You do not need anything from Grubhub today. You do not need anything from Uber Eats today. You have food at home. You're just lazy to cook. You have food at home, remember. You do not need anything from Klarna today. You do not have to use Eat Now, Pay Later today. You do not need to finance a burger today. Why are you spending $100 on DoorDash when you have food at home? You're just lazy to cook. Stand up and cook. You have food at home, remember.
See, this is what we can't be doing. We financing Chipotle bowls. Once we start financing Chipotle bowls, nah, we just gotta go get a big bag of rice, get a big bag of beans. Hopefully, maybe we can afford some chicken in bulk, but we can't do this. This is where the economy is right now, though. I feel it. This is where we at.
All right, that's it for that video. I'm not gonna lie, the last guy that was talking about the Chipotle, where he was like, you might as well just buy a big bag of rice, big bag of beans. I'm not gonna lie, making your own Chipotle bowl is kind of interesting. Think about it. Once you get the hang of it, once you get the hang of like making your favorite fast food item at home, and it's like very similar to it, I promise you, you probably wouldn't even go back to that fast food restaurant to get the same stuff, spending like what, $11 or whatever. You could buy a big bag of rice for like $7. Beans, don't even get me started. Beans, 3 cans it will do. That's like what, $3, $4? So $11 just for, and maybe some other toppings, cheap toppings, just for you to remake it at home. And that could last for like the week, and boom, you just saved at least like $20 to $30, maybe even more, depending on how much you get fast food. That's a good idea. But anyways, guys, that is it for this video. If you feel like food is making us broke, leave a comment. If you don't, still leave a comment. Let me hear your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. My name is Josh Talk. Needless to say, everything will be okay. I'm out.